Uzbekistan! Oh, cannot. My mouth hurt. I cannot smile so much. Welcome to part 2 of things we learned in Uzbekistan. In part 1, we had a gloomy tour of Tashkent city and spent several days in the beautiful old city of Khiva. Day 4, Bukhara. We met up with our guide for the rest of the trip, but one thing I noticed straight away, this guy really looks like Donnie Yen. I mean seriously, he really looks like him, right? Right. When we reached our hotel in Bukhara, Daniel was in bad shape. Alright. Okay. So Daniel had to rest for the day, and that meant that Angela and I had to sally forth to experience Bukhara. Uzbeks don't mess around when it comes to walls. One of the highlights of Bukhara was the Ark of Bukhara, a massive fortress with walls of about 16 to 20 meters high. The rest of the day we spent looking at more mausoleums, museums and madrasas. Bukhara is a beautiful city that's steeped in rich and diverse history, but to be honest, it just wasn't the same without Daniel, you know. It's not as fun. Day 5, Lake Aydarkul. Resting when you're ill on a trip helps a lot. Daniel is back in action. How do you feel, Daniel?
Much better. Sun is out and I had something to eat finally.
Sit in the center if you might get car sick. So Daniel's still feeling a little bit unwell, I guess. So we're sitting him in the center of the car so the wheelbase and the shakes don't affect him so much. Uzbekistan is huge. It's 4 PM. We started the journey at 9 in the morning, but wow, this is taking a while. Compared to Singapore, Uzbekistan is unfathomably big to travel by land. We went from tarmac roads to mountain ranges to semi-desert flatland dirt roads. Human settlements were spread out very far, but the landscape was teeming with life. The yurt camp is surprisingly comfortable. The yurts are actually super pretty and very cozy. Like the car ride was killing my insides. Feels like my internal organs all blended up. But we're finally here. The yurt looks pretty amazing actually. It looks very traditional. It's just that I don't think they had these kind of beds last time. And then there's a lot of tourists and we have to share toilet with other people. But apart from that, it's a pretty amazing thing, you know. Sunsets are not guaranteed. Here's the sunset. What sunset? I know.
Where?
Cannot see.
Where's the sun?
Cannot see. It's somewhere here. Quite sad. So we have to wake up early tomorrow morning.
Oh my god, sunset!
To try the cat.
Yeah.
The yurt camp's toilets are pretty decent. Where are we going now?
We are going to the toilet.
It's actually very nice.
So this is the...
Very acceptable.
Yeah, the toilet is very nice, but no
Somebody just had a really loud shit. Lake Aydarkul is just spectacular.
Spider.
Oh my god! There's a very big spider here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna share a seat with you, spider. Please don't murder me.
Are you
it is
scared of
such
spider?
a big spider.
Spider!
Which? There.
No, this side.
I cannot sleep tonight.
It was at that moment that Kotson grabbed the spider with his hands and threw it on the water. And we screamed like little children.
Oh!
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh! He picked it up with his hands. What the hell, man?
Whoa.
Lake Aydarkul used to be a forest. The surface of the lake is
200 kilometers.
smooth like glass. You can't even see the end. It just fades off into the sky. It's like the sea.
And that's because from one end to the other, the lake is 200 kilometers long. Uzbek fact. The coxswain was just telling us that in 1999 there was actually a forest right under this lake, and all of a sudden the water came out and submerged the forest.
I think it's really amazing. In Singapore, because there's like too many tall buildings, you don't really like see the sky much, but over here it's like literally only the sky and the sea.
This is what I envision my retirement to be.
What, the guy's job?
I mean, by the lake, in the middle of farmland, with a boat that you can use to go out to the lake. So peaceful.
It was after this boat ride that I suddenly got quite ill and queasy. Because of that, I had to rest up for the night, leaving Daniel and Angela to film the campfire dance thing. When in doubt, dance what you know. So they lit a campfire on the ground and played music and danced around it. Quite cool actually, you know, especially since I wasn't there because I don't like dancing. And apparently, they also don't like.
Oh, go ahead!
You repeat after me. Like,
in Singapore know this. You think army ah?
Row your boat gently down the street. It's your turn.
No, I'm too busy now. No! I don't know how to dance it. I'm like super offbeat. Shall we be better than me? 差點漏氣呢真係。差點I super 漏氣咯。I do not clap.
Day 6, Samarkand. So this is day I don't know what. It feels like this trip has been going on forever. I'm really homesick and I want to go home. We have a 3-hour car ride coming up, which is going to be as bumpy as yesterday. And we are legit cold. This place is freezing. Okay, I have to admit I was damn grumpy when I woke up that day. But you know, when we went outside the yurt, the sun came up and I instantly felt better. Lake Aydarkul is spectacular. Part 2. Well, I've not been very happy with this location so far because of the lack of internet and also my illness and all that stuff. But I mean, this view makes it really worth the while. Just look at that. That's when I realized I would actually quite miss the place when I left.
We are going to Samarkand.
Yeah!
When we got to Samarkand, we met this guy called Vladimir, who's from the same tour agency as Kurash. He's a super friendly and warm Uzbek, and he invited us over to his friend's wedding that night.
What I offer for you is to join my friend's wedding. Yes. It's very typical Uzbek wedding, so it has like maybe 400 guests. Oh, wow. So it's a huge party.
He also taught us how to drink vodka like Russian. This is vodka we saw. You drink this, you don't breathe, and then you drink the Pepsi. So that sort of tricks your mind, right, into thinking that it feels like you just only had Pepsi and not vodka, right? Yeah. Cheers. Oh, it works. Yeah, it really works. Yeah. It doesn't burn at all, actually.
This is Russian style.
Uzbeks know how to party. The Uzbek wedding blew me away. I was expecting something traditional with costumes and rituals and such, but no, not really. It's a huge banquet with lots, and I mean lots of dancing. They eat, they drink, they sing, they dance, and they dance some more. I mean, just look at this guy. He's probably twice my age and he dances like he's half my age. You see his friend even coming down to go, hey, come down bro. The bride was in a western style dress, but she was very quiet and reserved, like she was almost sad.
For brides, here we cannot shake hands. This is very traditional Uzbek. She's staying like this. We cannot touch, we cannot kiss for sure. She is sad because she is leaving her parents' house. This is not happy day for her.
So after that we got back to the wedding and we were forced to dance. Daniel retained his dignity for the most part and he was quite creative with his dance moves. I tried for a bit and then I got winded really fast. Angela on the other hand, She was so into it, she appointed a personal videographer on the spot. Which caused a little crisis later on because the videographer disappeared with her phone. When our host found out, a very nice man leapt into action and pulled Angela to the MC to ask for help. The MC stopped everything, the festivities, the music, the band, and asked if anyone had seen her phone. And almost immediately, we found Angela's phone. Actually thinking about it, right, she probably danced so hard, right, that the guy lost her.
Oh my god, that was very, very embarrassing.
What was amazing was that they were right, like in the middle of toasting the bride, and they stopped everything to make a PA announcement to help her find the phone.
Yeah, oh my god. I feel that paiseh, to be honest, but at the same time I feel very touched because like everybody just stopped everything, even though it's in the middle of the wedding, to help me find my phone. Oh my god, yeah, to be honest.
Telephone, yes. And of course we celebrated with peer pressure vodka. Telephone. Thank you. Thank you. After that, we danced around the bride and groom. Daniel and I wanted to go back because it was getting late and we were getting tired, but Angela was having none of it.
I think I'm lost of words because like, oh my god, everybody, they don't really care where you're from or like what's your background, where I'm from, or like who I am. Yeah, and the phone! Oh my god, I thought I lost my phone, but then like, no. Someone was actually just very kindly like taking video of us, and then suddenly they just like, they just returned my phone to me, oh my god. They're just like very helpful, very happy, very happening. Wow, this is amazing, man.
I mean, we are not locals. We definitely don't look like locals. But everyone was just so welcoming, asking where we are from. So happy that we were even here and asked us to join in their festivities. So thanks, people of Uzbekistan.
I don't like crowds, I don't like noise, and I don't like peer pressure drinking. But even then, I think I drank like 5 shots. And somehow they made me dance, which I never ever do. Maybe it's the vodka that they drink or whatever, I don't know, the temperature or whatnot. But that warmth that comes from the heart, you cannot deny. Even when you're such a boring stick in the mud like me, you know, they force you to come out. Day 7, Samarkand. Kurash is the national sport of Uzbekistan. This intimidating fellow is actually a world champion Kurash master, and today Daniel will learn about Kurash. You wanna try or not, Daniel?
Yeah, but yeah, why not? Will I die? I'm gonna try a new tactic. A tactic you've never seen before.
Don't cheat, huh?
You will run, you will leave.
Uzbekistan!
So Daniel tried his best, but yeah, he tried. He got 1 win, I think, but the guy probably let him win one.
It's a lot more tiring than it looks, guys.
We toured the main attractions in Samarkand. More mosques, mausoleums, madrasas and museums. The big highlight for me was the Shah-e-Zinda Ensemble, a necropolis like Mausoleum Street, with some of the most amazing tile work I've ever seen all in one place. We also went to the local market to stock up on some cheap loot. Uzbek cosplay is fun and educational. Angela is wearing a traditional Uzbek outfit for women.
You see the 2 sleeves?
It's just decoration because they never use like sleeves. If they stitch it together, it means she's married. The bells, this is the babies. She have a 7.
Wow, Angela. You have 7 babies.
And it's there together. It's a twins. So 2 twins and 3 separate. Turn please. From that embroidery you can understand from where she came. Every region we have a different style of embroidery. This is Nurata. The color explains age of woman. The bright colors like green, yellow, it's young ladies until 35. After 45, it's a dark colors.
What color is this?
Dark color, you're old.
You are something until 40.
I'm 40. With 7 kids.
Can you see?
I can't see it.
Quality of fabric tell from which part of family she's rich, poor or normal. This is very expensive fabric at that time. It's an old velour, so she's from rich family. And you have to hold here to not show your body.
Oh.
So in a way, we see less of the woman, but actually we know more about her.
Daniel is dressing up as the dervish, a sort of Islamic nomadic ascetic who had taken vows of poverty.
The dervish, he didn't have a home, he didn't have a family, so he had to carry with him everything what he need in a way. This is the special box to carry his personal cup with him. This is passport of dervish. It was something like a coin, and there is right name of dervish. That passport open any door of any city, day or night. Was given by rulers. And name of that bag, kashkul. This is the bag for bread or dry fruits, what he can take you in a way. The respect of dervish was a
Beard.
breed.
Oh, their beard is not real?
That one is not. But dervishes, they have a real beard.
Real beard.
Yeah. Wait. You must have a hat.
Wow! You look like a wizard.
Yes.
Oh!
They protect from animal in a way and helping to walk.
You shall not pass! It's pretty heavy. I feel like I'm going for route march. If I go outside walking like this now, people
Police will catch you.
Police will catch me.
Yeah, police will catch you.
Why?
They will think you
I
are
have
crazy.
things inside.
Traveling to Uzbekistan is educational.
So that was our Uzbekistan trip. It was fun, tiring, redeeming, and most importantly for Singaporeans, educational. To prove the educational bit, because Singaporeans very hard up on paper qualifications, need proof, right? We even got a diploma at the end of the trip.
Yeah, so we're getting certificates for diploma, right? For completing 8-day trip to Uzbekistan, being a travel advisor for the UNESCO cities of Khiva, Bukhara, Samarkand, and capital Tashkent.
Congratulations!
Thank you. They know what matters to Singaporeans the most, which is education, right?
One more diploma!
Oh, I graduated once again.
So yeah, if you're an open-minded, adventurous traveller looking for somewhere to go, Uzbekistan is a historically rich and diverse destination that is also safe, cheap, and friendly. And you get a diploma at the end. Okay, this one's not guaranteed. Don't find me, they don't give you.